Gopher Classic. The visiting team on the scoreboard will be from the Post 22, from Rapid City, South Dakota, the Post 22 Hardhats.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Poppets Field in Victoria, Minnesota here for the Gopher Classic. This is game one for the Post 22 Hardhats, his first game of the doubleheader against the Post 307 Renner Royals. And then at 7 o'clock for game two, they'll face off against the Wayzata Post 118 Wizards. So we're getting closer and closer here to game start time. We'll run through here the lineups. First off for Renner. Leadoff hitter is going to be center fielder number 7, Jack Stukel. Batting second is their left fielder number 5, Owen Lechtenberg. Batting third is their shortstop number 4, Brody Jacobson. Batting fourth is third baseman number 1, Brogan Moffitt. Batting fifth and playing second base is number 13, Jackson Bjorkman. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 11, Zach Barr. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 6, Sam Donoho. Batting eighth is first baseman, number 10, Joe Newfield. Batting ninth is right fielder, number 3, Zach Sprinkle.
We got center fielder number 7, Jack Stukel. And second outfielder number 5, Owen Lechtenberg. And the shortstop number 4, Brody Jacobson. That is going up for third baseman number 1, Brogan Moffitt. And the second baseman number 13, Jackson Bjorkman. And sixth, the designated hitter, number 11, Zach Barr. And the catcher, number 6, Sam Donoho. And the eighth, first baseman, number 10, Joe Newfield. And ninth, right fielder, number 3, Zach Sprinkle. And pitching number 12, Brian Arnegas. The rest of the Royals. And now, let's meet the Hardhats. Third baseman number 10, Eden Roberts. And second center fielder number 19, Morris Keeper. Batting third, the second baseman number 18, Ryan Renner. And the designated hitter, number 27, Kane McClose. Batting and left field number 22, James Morgan. First baseman number 25, Dexter Steve. The right fielder number 23, Carter Johnson. The catcher number 21, Josh Elder. Shortstop number 12, Dustin Inhauer. And pitching number 30, Dan Moreno.
All right, so the lineups for both teams have been announced. Jada Moreno on the mound here for the Hardhats since they're the home team here. In this first game, they will be pitching first. So for Jada Moreno, who ranks first here on the team in innings pitched with 47.1, Moreno having 7 wins to 1 loss. He is tied amongst with Rowan Fredrickson and Ryan Negebauer for the team lead in strikeouts, all 3 of them with 55. And Moreno, who's walked 20 batters, the lowest amongst his starting pitcher. The ERA at 1.672 and the whip for Jada Moreno sits at a 1.014. That's what Jada Moreno and his stats look like. Again, we'll go here through the defense for the Hardhats. Playing in left field is going to be number 22, Jace Morgan. In center field, number 19, Lars Kiefer. And in right field is number 23, Carter Johnson. From third base to first, at third is number 10, Aiden Roberts. At shortstop is number 12, Dawson Inhofer. At second base is number 18, Wyatt Reeder. And at first base is number 25, Dexter Steen, with Josh Elder behind home plate and Jada Moreno on the mound. So the Hardhats losing Blaine Hunt this week due to a foot injury. So he will not be playing here for the Hardhats in this Gopher tournament. Hardhats, the last time they played, they had a 23-0 victory over Sturgis on Tuesday, and they won the Firecracker tournament over the Missoula Mavericks in a 6-0 game. So they have seen success here in the past few games that they have played. This is the first game here of this Gopher Classic, and what else would it be for Rapid City to travel all the way here to Minnesota just to play another South Dakota team? So stepping up for Renner is their leadoff hitter and center fielder, number 7, Jack Stuckel. So Jada Moreno, he pitched in the first game in the Firecracker tournament. And that was against the Rocky Mountain Lobos. So here we go, first pitch of the Gopher Classic. We'll do it from the right arm here of Jada Moreno as Renner's dugout is getting fired up, and this first pitch is going to go a little down low here for ball 1. So an early 1-0 start here to the first pitch in this game. Moreno here with the step off the mound. This pitch is going to be swung on a ground ball as right to Dawson Inhofer, the shortstop. The scoop, the throw to Steen on first, makes the catch, and that's going to be the first out here in this inning. A ground out to Dawson Inhofer, and then the throw across the pond to Dexter Steen on first base there for the ground out. Up next here for Renner is the left fielder, number 5, Owen Lechtenberg. Moreno, the first pitch here. This one's just going to go outside on a 1-0 count. And just on the second pitch of Stuckel, he took that swing and a ground ball right to Inhofer. We'll see what happens here on this second pitch, just the second hitter in Renner's lineup. This is going to go for a strike. Had a crazy drop on that pitch from Jada Moreno. Goes right between the legs of Josh Elder as they now have a 1-1 count with 1 away here in the top of the first inning between Renner. Moreno with the call here. Here comes the pitch from the righty. This one is swung on a hard hit ball. This one hooking left for a foul ball. So the count will result 1-2 now. Hardhats here. Manager Kelvin Torvey handing some off here to Josh Elder, so the umpire can also have a few for foul balls like that. So a ball and 2 strikes here with 1 out following the leadoff hitter and the center fielder Stuckel grounding out. Moreno, glove over the face. Gets the call here from Josh Elder. Here comes the pitch. This one is just going to trail up a little high. That's taken for ball 2. So 2-2, the count is even here for the lefty hitting left fielder in Lechtenberg. Moreno here with the kick off the mound. Pitch comes. This one's going to go outside. So we see our first full count of the day. First pitch on this at-bat was taken for a ball. Then he followed with these 2 strikes. The last 2 there for balls. The 3-2 pitch comes. This one is dropped, but it's swung on. Dawson Inhofer is there. Makes the scoop of the shortstop position. The throw across to Dexter Steen on first base is there again. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. 2 ground outs from the first 2 hitters here for Renner. And both coming to the glove of Dawson Inhofer. So now the third hitter here in the lineup for Renner is number 4, the shortstop, Brody Jacobson. The right-hander who will come into the lineup here. Gina Moreno on his first pitch. This one's going to be in for a strike. So this will start off 0-1 here. Moreno again getting settled here on the 0-1 count. This pitch is just going to come a little low. Josh Elder flipping the hand upside down, making sure he can get that one from going under him. So a ball and a strike here with 2 outs. Moreno, the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. So one more strike away here from putting the top of the first inning away. Moreno takes a little prep extra here before he delivers this pitch. He gets the call from Elder. Just the third hitter in the lineup. This is swung. This is on the line. This one is into center field. Lars Kiefer getting chased. He can't get under it. So that's going to be a base hit. He's rounding first, and he is into second. So Jacobson on the 1-2 count hits one out into center field. Lars Kiefer just not there in time. So the first base hit belongs to Renner today with the double. Now here comes the cleanup hitter in the third baseman, number 1, Brogan Moffitt. So that's here the next hitter. Moreno settling in here with the call as he dangles the ball here in his right arm. He gets the call from Josh Elder, takes a peek back to the runner on second. 2 outs here in the first inning. This first pitch comes. It's going to come in close and inside. Taken for ball 1 here for Moffitt, the third baseman. For Renner, as Moreno will take a step here off the mound, as the humidity here in Victoria, Minnesota is playing a big role, and especially at 4:30 here Central Time, it does get a little hot. The 1-0 count, Moreno looking back and forth towards home plate in second. Jacobson taking a step in and out. This second pitch is in, swung on and missed for strike 1. So the 1-1 count here for Moffitt, the cleanup hitter, following the double from Brody Jacobson. That was into right center. Lars Kiefer, who made the chase, just couldn't get a hold of it. This one's going to be a ground ball. Dawson Inhofer is out to it, the speed. This one is down to the dirt. Gets away there from Steen, and that is going to be 1 run. We're coming to score there for Renner. So Steen must have not had a great hold on to it. So he's going to put a single there, and he also brings in Jacobson to score from second. So Renner will come up early here, 1-0 in this game. A throw there from Inhofer to Steen. It was a little low down into the dirt. So here comes Jackson Bjorkman. His first pitch that he will see is just going to come a little bit outside for ball 1. For the fifth hitter here in the lineup, he plays second base. Moreno takes a peek over the shoulder to the runner on first, making sure he's got a look of him in the corner of his eye. As he's holding and holding, here comes the pitch. This is swung on. This one is in center field. Kiefer is under it, makes the catch for the third out here in this inning. So we go to the bottom of first. Hardhats down 1-0 to the Renner Post 307 Royals. So Lars Kiefer makes up for his catch that he just couldn't get under to, following that Brody Jacobson double, and then it was followed by the Brogan Moffitt RBI single, which I believe may have pulled Dexter Steen, and it did, so that will be an error for them. Pulled him off the bag and resulted into the runner getting in on first and also bringing that runner from in all the way around. So here for the Hardhats, Aiden Roberts, followed by Lars Kiefer and Wyatt Reeder, as those are going to be the 3 players that come up next. For Aiden Roberts this season, second on the team in batting average at a .395. He has an on-base percentage of a .525 and a .605. Slugging a lot of 5s in the hitting. He has 58 hits. He puts himself second on the team in that category. There's only 3 players here for the Hardhats with 50-plus hits. Jace Morgan just getting himself into that club, getting his 50th. Roberts leads the team in stolen bases with 37, and he's really close there in runs as well, as Reeder has 67, Roberts having 63. And on the mound here for Renner is going to be number 12, Rylan Arbogast, a right-handed pitcher. So Ian Roberts, the third baseman, taking his practice swings here on deck while the righty for Renner gets warmed up. One hit was allowed there in that inning from Gina Moreno with one error happening. So the umpire and Coach Torvey having a little chat about an 8-hour drive here, and you are in Minnesota. We went to a Shields earlier, and they couldn't believe how many hockey sticks were in the Shields. I told them, you're in Minnesota, this is the state of hockey. And I don't think they really grasped onto that. A whole corner full of hockey sticks. You are in the state of hockey. It's crazy here. It is winter time. So here comes Aiden Roberts. He is going to be the first hitter here for the third baseman. So he's just getting adjusted here into the batter's box as Arbogast, the righty, will get in here for his first pitch in the bottom of the first inning. Renner up 1-0. And Roberts, the first pitch he sees, this one comes in a little close there to his face for ball one. And Roberts also leading the team in hit by pitches with 23. Something you wouldn't really want to lead in, as you have all those bruises to show for it. So 1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the pitch. This one's just going to come a little outside, taken there for ball 2. 2 pitches in for Aiden Roberts. He'll be patient, waits for one that he will take on Foley here. Starts off with a 2-0 count with Lars Kiefer up next on deck. Arbogast, the big lift of the left leg. This pitch will come in down the middle, so Roberts will let this one go through, so that's going to be counted for as strike 1. Roberts takes a deep breath before entering the batter's box here again. Here comes the righty from Arbogast. This one is going to be in again. That one down through the strike zone for strike 2. So the first 2 pitches were for 2 balls, and the last 2 there for 2 strikes. So it evens itself up here to a 2-2 count for the leadoff hitter in Aiden Roberts. Arbogast, the righty, gets the call here from his catcher in Donahoe. Pitch comes. Roberts takes a good swing. This one is a high fly ball into left field, going back towards the wall, and it hits the wall. Roberts rounding first. He's going to go off from second. He's coming into third. Here comes the throw over the head of the shortstop, and it gets through. That's going to be a leadoff triple for Aiden Roberts. He gets all the way to third base for the third baseman. And for Roberts, that is his 7th triple of the year. So now coming up here is Lars Kiefer with a .297 batting average this season, a .426 on-base percentage, and a .387 is what he is slugging. So no outs following Roberts hitting a good hit ball, hitting the left field wall, as that is .330 towards there. So the first pitch here on the Kiefer will go down the middle for strike 1. So Kiefer will draw the line here on home plate here at Poppets Field in Victoria, Minnesota. The 0-1 pitch comes to Kiefer. This one takes a swing on it and will miss. This one was just on that bottom right corner. So no balls, 2 strikes here, still no outs. And Wyatt Reeder, the second baseman, on deck for the Hardhats. Arbogast, here the lift of the leg. The righty pitches. This one is going to get off the shoulder of Lars Kiefer. So he will take one there. That's going to be a hit by pitch for him. So that puts runners on the corners. And now pulls up Wyatt Reeder, who leads the team here in batting average with a .527, a .601 on-base percentage, and an .805 slugging. He leads the team with a big amount of hits with 89. 60 of those 89 hits have been in for singles. He leads the team in home runs with 4 and RBIs with 62. He was also walked 3 times on 4 at-bats in the last game against Sturgis back on Tuesday night on home field. First pitch that he will see, this one will come inside, so that will be taken for as ball 1 here for Wyatt Reeder. 1-0 count. 1 hit now for each of these teams. Renner still holding on to that 1-0 run lead. Arbogast here. Pitch comes. Reeder takes an inside hit. This one got a lot of power under it, but it just hooks right and foul towards the right. So 1-1 count here following the foul ball from Reeder. A new ball given here for Rylan Arbogast, the pitcher for Renner. Well, Kiefer will take his lead here off of first base. Robertson in a close proximity to third. Arbogast looking up and down. Here comes the pitch. Rear takes a good hit, hard ball. This one is scooped from the shortstop to second, to throw to first. So a double play will happen, but Aiden Roberts is going to come in and score. So the Hardhats have tied this game 1-1 to the Reader double play. We'll also get an RBI for that. And Aiden Roberts tallying for his 64th run of the year. So here comes the designated hitter. The cleanup is K. McLeod. And the first pitch here that he will see is going to go for ball one. For K. McLeod this year, a 309 batting average, a 390 on-base percentage, and a 421 slugging. So Arbogast, after the first one, didn't hit the mark where he wanted to, but this next one will. That one's in for strike one. So a ball and a strike apiece in the bottom of the first inning, and a 1-1 score with 2 outs. Arbogast. Nope. None of these pitchers yet have thrown a strikeout. Here comes his next pitch. This one's going to go outside. A good eye and a good take there from K. McLeod for ball two. So no runners on the bases here for the Hardhats after taking Kiefer, who was on first, trying to run over to second. For the shortstop for Renner, and Jacobson a little underhand toss to second and to first. The 2-1 pitch comes. This one is again hitting down low. It's going to get a piece of the dirt and then take its ricochet up and over for ball three here to K. McLeod. K. McLeod, who has been walked 15 times this year, looking for his 16th. On a 3-1 count with 2 outs. Arbogast winds this pitch up. This one is up and inside, and he will take the walk that we will see here today. Now this pulls in the left fielder, Jace Morgan, who just added himself into the 50-hit club this year for the Hardhats. Only 3 players are in that: himself, Wyatt Reeder, and Aiden Roberts. So Arbogast here, the first pitch. This one is high and up for ball one. For Jace Morgan, 4th on the team here in batting average with a 342, a 476 on-base percentage, and a 418 slugging. 41 of those 50 hits he has taken for singles. So the 1-0 count. This one is going to go outside for ball two. K. McLeod knows a thing or two about getting on base following a walk, as he had a 4-1 count. Morgan starts off here with a 2-0. Arbogast, the righties, rocking back and forth. Here comes this pitch. This one is down the middle. Jace Morgan still wants to test out the pitches here. He'll just let that one go through the middle for strike one. So 2-1 with 2 outs. And the Hardhats have pretty much gone on base any way you can with a base hit, a walk, and a hit by pitch. This next pitch will drop. And this one will be taken for outside for ball three. So Jace Morgan and K. McLeod both having a 3-1 count to start off here. Still 2 outs on the board. Arbogast. And a quick timeout called here by Morgan at bat, and so the umpire is giving a warning here to the Hardhats dugout. So Coach Ewing here will have a little chat with him as well. So 3-1 count will remain here for Jace Morgan. So Morgan didn't even call a timeout. It was the umpire who took his own timeout. So here comes Arbogast. The righty, the pitch here to Jace Morgan. This one is up and away. So back-to-back walks here to K. McLeod and Jace Morgan. For the Hardhats left fielder, it is the 27th time this year that he has been walked. So this pulls in now the man who has been walked the most this year, number 20. He's been walked a total of 30 times. He ranks 3rd on the team here in batting average with a 376 average, a 551 on-base percentage, and 495 slugging. So coaches here for Renner will meet up on the mound here with Arbogast, who led up 2 walks here in the first inning. They were both taken back-to-back. He also hit Lars Kiefer, the second batter for the Hardhats, and started off this game with Roberts hitting a leadoff triple up and over into left field. So the mound visit will come to an end here for Renner. Will still remain on the mound, so runners on first and second here for the Hardhats. Coach Torvey also having a talk here with the umpire in the infield. So they're ready here. Dexter Steen will face his first pitch here of this game. The runners on first and second, Hardhats being loud in the dugout. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to drop in for strike one. Steen wanted that one to go a little bit more inside. It took a little bit of a curve here for strike one. No balls, 1 strike here for Dexter Steen. Arbogast there in a waiting position. He gets the call here from his catcher in Donahoe. Here comes the second pitch. Steen gets a good hit ball. This sneaks past the second baseman. He's going to get on board. McLeod rounding third. The throw's not even going to come in yet. He takes a little bit of a bobble. Here comes Morgan rounding third. Here comes the throw. It's caught by Donahoe, but Morgan in safe. And the Hardhats getting 2. And they're up 3-1. Dexter Steen getting 2 RBIs there. So Kay McLeod and Jace Morgan, both of those guys who got on base by being walked, came in a score. So Dexter Steen on second. Here comes the right fielder in Carter Johnson. For Johnson this year at a .211 batting average, a .338 on-base percentage, and a .272 slugging. That's what it looks like for Carter Johnson. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to come outside for ball 1 here onto Tater Johnson, playing in right field. Had a really strong firecracker tournament. Had a 3-hit game. For so far, that is his highest that he has had in a game this year. 3 hits on 4 at-bats. The 1-0 count here. Arbogast the pitch. This one is well hit. It's going to drop into center field. Dexter Steen is not stopping at third. He's running into home. Here comes the throw. And Dexter Steen will come in and score. The Hardhats have scored 4 runs here in the bottom of the first inning. And Carter Johnson will get an RBI single. So the Hardhats catching some fire here, as their games were a little bit later in the day, so they had some time here to rest. So here comes the catcher, number 21, Josh Elder, hitting at a .213 average, a .350 on-base percentage, and slugging at .330. So with Johnson on first, here comes the first pitch to Josh Elder. This one is just going to go on the outside of Elder for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Arbogast having a little bit of a rough inning here for Renner. Post 307 Royals. Here comes the next pitch as Elder gets a good hit ball. This one is just going to go foul right in front of the Hardhats dugout. So evens the count here to 1-1. Carter Johnson, the runner on first base, having 15 stolen bases this year. So with the 1-1 count, still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. This next pitch to Josh Elder taken way outside. So the pitches that have been for 2 balls, knocking on that outside corner. And then that one that he took for the foul ball was a little bit down low. He took advantage of it and just took a foul. So 2-1 count here. Arbogast, the righty, delivers as Elder. This one is high into left field. This one is a center fielder. Under it makes the catch, caught by Stukel. So that will do it here for the first inning. But the Hardhats, who were down 1-0, entering the bottom of the first inning, put up a really good performance in the bottom of the first, putting up 4 runs. As we saw, Ian Roberts hit a leadoff triple following a run. Lars Kiefer, the second batter, hitting a hit by pitch, then Wyatt Reeder, just the third batter who fell into the double play, but bringing in Aiden Roberts to score. And it was back-to-back walks to Kay McLeod and Jace Morgan, and then Dexter Steen and Carter Johnson both adding RBIs, Steen getting 2, and they also both got base hits. So Jaden Moreno back up there into the pitcher's mound. So the first three hitters here for Renner are going to be the sixth hitter in the lineup, their DH, number 11, Zach Barr, followed by the catcher, number 6, Sam Donahoe, and the first baseman, number 10, Joe Newfield. So Jaden Moreno warming up the right arm. We mentioned the last time he played was against the Rocky Mountain Lobos, as that was in the first game of the Firecracker tournament. He threw for 7 strikeouts. He only walked about 4 guys. So he's been really impressive here this season. So they get Josh Elder out here, who is the last hitter there in the first inning. He had to go strap up all the catcher's gear. So second inning starting now. Hardhats up by 3. The score is 4-1. There was 2 base hits. I should say 1 only base hit there for Renner, as it was Brody Jacobson with a double, and then it was Brogan Moffitt who hit that single, but Steen who dropped it off air. So the first pitch seen here, this one hard hit ball, but it's going to hooked foul up and over the fence and out of play. Here is Zach Barr, the DH. So Moreno here will get a new ball. This count starts off 0-1. Gives a nod here to Josh Elder. The pitch comes. This one is swung on a little bit of a soft grounder. Inhofer playing the bounce. This throw over to first. And Dawson Inhofer making another ground out play. And the throw over to Dexter Steen on first. Gets the first out here in the inning.
Well, I thought we were in Minnesota. You got to have some pads on just to right?
So 1 out here. Following Barr's ground out to Inhofer. Here comes Sam Donahoe, the catcher. The first pitch that he will see. He takes a ground ball. This one is up and over into right field, just out in front of the Hardhats dugout. Moreno again having to get a new ball here from the umpire. The 0-1 count. After Barr, the first hitter, went away. Here comes this dropper. This one is just going to be a soft. That one right back into the home plate and then took a bounce, but I was taken for his foul ball. Josh Elder making sure that he tagged the guy just in case that the umpire said it was a fair ball. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 foul balls here for Donahoe. This pitch is in, catches him looking for strike 3, and that is our first strikeout of the day. It comes to Jaden Moreno, who gets his 56th strikeout of the year. So that's 2 away now here in the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Joe Newfield. And first pitch, this one coming a little low, that one clipping the dirt. So starting off on a 1-0 count. Moreno getting the next call. Quick setup for him, pitch by pitch. This is just going to drop perfectly into the strike zone. So puts the count even to 1 apiece in the ball and strike column with 2 outs. Moreno here with the call. Here comes the pitch. This dropper is going to be as well taken there for strike 2. That one was a little bit more inside than it was taken for on the first strike. So 1 more strike away to put away the top of the second inning. The 1-2 count here. Jaden Moreno, the pitch from the right arm. This one is just going to go low. Gets a little bit of that piece on the opposite batter's box. Josh Elder getting just a little piece of it with the catcher's glove. So 2-2 count here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Moreno's pitch. This one just gets a little bit loose. It's going to come inside, almost hitting the batter, but taken there for ball 3. So the second time that a full count will happen here. Jaden Moreno on the 3-2 with 2 away. The pitch comes. This drop is going to get hit. Wyatt Reeder, the second baseman, is under it with the easy scoop. The throw to Dexter Steen on first is there. So a quick 1-2-3 from Renner puts them back onto pitching, and the Hardhats will go back to hitting here. That's the first ground out that we have seen today that has not gone to Dawson Inhofer, as he's already made 3 ground out plays today. So the next hitter already is going to be the shortstop, Dawson Inhofer, who is just batting 9th here in the lineup for the Hardhats. And then we go back to Ian Roberts and Lars Kiefer. So in that first inning, the Hardhats went through 8 hitters. Hardhats having 3 hits and getting 4 runs on the board. So it's still on the mound here for Renner. It's Rylan Arbogast, who definitely wanted that first inning back to him, as there was a mound visit that we saw. And we'll see if this inning has a different change and a different tone to it. So for Dawson Inhofer, he played shortstop on Tuesday following Blaine Hunt with that foot injury. For Dawson Inhofer, a .259 average this year, a .333 on-base percentage, and a .352 slugging, hit it inside the park home run against Sturgis to get him his first home run of the year. So now there's only just 2 players that are home runless on this team so far. That's Dexter Steen and Jace Morgan. Those 2 are the only ones that have not seen a home run this year. Every single player has had 1 or more. So the first pitch here in the bottom of the second to Dawson Inhofer, the 9th hitter in the lineup. And the first pitch is going to go in for ball 1. Arbogast just settling and finishing his touches here on the mound. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Inhofer. This is going to be swung on a line drive. That is caught by the third baseman. You have to move a single inch. So now we go back to the top of the order here for Aiden Roberts. Roberts with that leadoff try to get the first run of the game to 1-1. So 2 pitches in to Inhofer on the line drive, which was caught by their third baseman, and Moffitt. His first pitch is coming down low, hitting the white paint of the other batting box for ball 1. So starting off here with the 1-0. Arbogast. Righty the pitch here coming to Aiden Roberts. This one again takes a bounce here off of the dirt and into the netting. So never really reached the glove there of the catcher and Sam Donahoe. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Aiden Roberts, the Hardhats third baseman. Here comes the third pitch. Roberts wanted to take the swing. He decided to held back. He checked it, but it was down the middle for strike 1. So Roberts taking a little bit of a practice swing here outside the box before he settles back in. A 2-1 count here. Here comes the pitch. This one outside for ball 3. We've seen 2 walks today from Rylan Arbogast. He had 1 to Cam McLeod and Jace Morgan. Those 2 were back-to-back. He's also hit a batter in Lars Kiefer. So 3 balls, 1 strike to count with 1 out. Arbogast lifting a leg. The righty delivers this one outside. Ball 4. And the 3rd walk that he has allowed today. So Aiden Roberts gets on first. And now here comes Lars Kiefer, as he took one for the team to get on base. That put runners on the corners back in the bottom of the first. So they're giving a sign here to the Renner's coach, is giving a sign to the Renner defense. So here comes the pitch. This one is going to be a hard ground ball. Sneaks past the shortstop. So that's going to be a base hit on the first pitch that Lars Kiefer is just going to see. So he singles today. That puts Roberts on second, and now pulls up Wyatt Reeder. And then Reeder, who had that ground out into the shortstop that fell into the double play. So Arbogast getting set. Looking back to Roberts on second, the first pitch. Reeder's show there for the bunt, but that will be taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Reeder waiting the call here from one of the coaches on the first and third base line. So the 1-0 pitch comes. Now, this one coming in close. This one just gets a free, and that one's going to go past Donahoe, the catcher. So it advances Kiefer and Roberts to second and third. And ball 2 there to Wyatt Reeder. Reeder has placed a lot of great bunts this year, especially right in front of that third baseline. We'll see if he does it here, if he has the chance for a ball down the middle. 2-0 the count with first base wide open. Here comes the pitch. This one coming in close again. We saw him do that on a previous pitch. He had to just move out of the way, get his legs back a little bit. But second time that he's almost taken a pitch. So that's for ball 3. Arbogast on the mound. Waiting the call here from Donahoe, the catcher. So he will get it. Wyatt Reeder puts the bat back up here into the stance, ready to hit. Here comes the pitch. This one is for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk here onto Wyatt Reeder. That puts bases loaded. So the last 2 games, he's been walked a total of 4 times. So this pulls up K. McLeod, who walked on his first at-bat, still with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch as McLeod will let this one go through. That one's taken there for strike 1. So 0-1. Arbogast. The pitch comes. Swung on. This one is popped up high as the second baseman is under it, and that's going to be caught here for the second out. So McLeod just got a little caught there. Pulls out Jace Morgan, who was also walked. Him and Jace Morgan had back-to-back walks, and they would both came in to score following Dexter Steen, who had a base hit that brought him in to score. So bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Here comes the pitch to Morgan, and the first one's just going to come up high here for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. Arbogast getting settled here, the left of the leg, the pitch. This one just a bit outside for ball 2. We saw Wyatt Reeder take a 4-pitch walk here. Jace Morgan would love to get his second walk of the day on this at-bat, with Roberts on third, Kiefer on second, and Reeder on first. Here comes the pitch. This one inside of Morgan, a hard hit ball. It's going to be scooped right back by the first baseman, and he will tag first base. So that does it for the second inning. That base is loaded there in the bottom. And a hard hit ball there for Morgan, which was scooped up by the first baseman in Newfield. And he just was in walking distance, tagging first base, in which he did. So we saw Kiefer, who got the only base hit in that inning. It started off just the second pitch to Dawson Inhofe for a line drive, caught by the third baseman. Roberts got that walk, followed by Kiefer hitting a single, and then Reeder getting that walk, and then McLeod with the pop-up, and Morgan with the ground out. So the 3-2 up here for the Renner Post 307 Royals is going to be the number 9 hitter, the right fielder number 3, Zach Sprinkle, and then back to the top of the order for Jack Stuckel and Owen Lechtenberg.
That's what it is, one of my favorite 450. And I bet that whole 9 is 100. It'd probably be 100. Oh, yeah. The balloon was blowing up there.
So we're getting ready here for the 3rd inning. Don't forget the Hardhats playing a doubleheader tonight and tomorrow night, or tomorrow morning. We'll play Wayzata after this game, and then tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time, they take on Lakeview South, and then at 2 p.m. Central Time, they take on Burnsville. First pitch here, gets a swing, hits the fence pole, and then right back into play. So it starts off 0-1 with Sprinkle, the right fielder, being aggressive here on the first pitch that is given to him by Gina Moreno, who threw the first and only strikeout of the game here so far. Here comes the next pitch. A dropper gets another foul ball. This one out in front of the third base line. Ana Roberts, who was lining it up, making sure that one wasn't fair. So 0-2, 2 pitches in. Moreno gets the call, takes the step here off the mound. The pitch comes. This is hit into center field. Kiefer running towards his right, makes the catch for the first out. So one away to the 9-hitter. We go back to the top here for Jack Stukel. And then Stukel, so he hit a ground out. The first two batters in Stukel and Lechtenberg, who he is on deck. First pitch here, a hard hit ground ball. Roberts the one knee down with the ball in the glove, and he makes the great throw. First pitch there from Stukel. So that's his second ground of the day. Ana Roberts made that look really easy. So now here comes Owen Lechtenberg. He also had a ground out here to Dawson and Hofer. So only 4 pitches in. We already have 2 outs. It was 3 pitches in, and then the fly out there from Sprankle, and then Stukel the first pitch, the ground out. So the first pitch here is going to be swung on and missed for strike 1 here for Renner's left fielder. 0 on the count. Moreno lunges off the mound. This next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 4-1 lead here for the Hardhats against a South Dakota team. Moreno's next pitch is swung on. He tried to barehand it. He couldn't. Inhofer is up to it with the backup. The throw in the dirt. Dexter Steen makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out here in the inning. So Dawson Inhofer making Lechtenberg's day a little harder, as that's 2 groundouts straight to him. That's making his 4th groundout play of the game. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We haven't seen any runs since the 1st inning, where Renner put up 1 and the Hardhats put up 4. So the next hitters here for the Hardhats are going to be first up Dexter Steen, followed by Carter Johnson and Josh Elder. Still with Arbogast on the mound. A little bit of another rough inning for him. He has walked a total of 4 batters here in 2 innings. McLeod, Morgan, Roberts, and Reeder. So they will warm up the defense here. And then Dexter Steen hit a 2 RBI single. And then it was a missed pickup into right field, which put him on second. So with those 2 RBIs for him today, that puts Dexter Steen at 38 total on the year. Coach Torvey and the umpire are still talking it out here just a little bit. Explaining about pitcher Rowan Fredrickson. So that is what those 2 will be up to next year at Wilson State playing baseball. He's going to come down low and towards the knees there of Steen. He'll take down 1 for ball 1. Steen, who plays up and close to the plate. He isn't afraid to take a hit by pitch, but he's also not afraid if it's too close to him. That's why he gets walked a total of times. The 1-0 pitch, this one again, similar spot. Breezes right in front of the knees. You can see the movement there from the pants. So 2 balls, no strikes. So leadoff hitter in the 3rd for Dexter Steen for the Hardhats. Arbogast. Wind-up pitch comes. This one is going to be in for a strike. This one was just a little bit versus a lefty. We will see who the first team will have a lefty as. Will it be the Hardhats, or it could be Wayzata a little bit after this game. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to be inside as Steen just gets a nip of it. That one, a foul ball taken there for a 2-2 count. The Post 18U team also participating here in this tournament. They're playing down in Shakopee. They played the #1 team in the nation in Carpet Land and had a 6-0 loss. They will play doubleheaders tomorrow and Sunday, where the Hardhats just play a doubleheader today, tomorrow, and one game on Sunday. The 2-2 count, this one up and inside as Dexter Steen doing a little move there to get out of the way. That one was right in front of his chest, so he faces full count, the first time any Hardhats batter has here today. Arbogast, the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes to Dexter Steen. This one is on to Dexter Steen, a leadoff walk. So here comes Carter Johnson in an RBI single on his first at-bat of the game, which brought Dexter Steen in to score off of second. Playing right field here in game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll see if there will be any changes in game 2 of the doubleheader. Here comes the first pitch. Johnson, will see it's a foul ball. This one up and over the netting and out of play into the other baseball and softball fields that they have here at this complex. So 0-1 count. Arbogast again settling, looking back and forth. Here comes this pitch. This one down into the dirt first. Takes a bounce here in the chest of Donahoe, the catcher. So 1-1 the count. Dexter Steen on first base. Steen having 18 stolen bases. He also had a 1 stolen base against Sturgis. So Johnson, a ball and a strike. Here comes the pitch. He'll take a good swing on this one into right center. The center fielder giving chase. It is going to be caught. That is Stukel making the catch. That's the first out here in the inning. So now this pulls in Josh Elder. Elder, who hit a fly ball into center field on his first at-bat, still with Steen on first, following his leadoff walk. Here comes the pitch to Elder. Again, takes a high fly pop-up. This one up and over, back into the crowd. So foul ball results to an 0-1 count. Josh Elder stepping back into the box. Hardhats, we've seen him be aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat that they will see. We'll see if it happens here on the second. Starting off an 0-1. Pitch to Elder. He will let this one drop as that was downstairs for ball 1. So 1-1 the count. With 1 out in the bottom of the third, Hardhats are up 4-1. Arbogast, here the pitcher, getting the call again. He's got Steen behind his back. Here comes this next pitch. A hard hit ball between the gap and a right and center. It's rolling towards the wall. Steen rounding second, and that's going to be a double for Josh Elder, and they're going to hold Steen onto third as well. So Josh Elder goes 1 for 2 today, hitting a double. For Elder, that's his 5th double of the year. And this pulls back up to Dawson Inhofer at the first at-bat back in the second inning, hit the line drive to the third baseman. So still with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Inhofer up here for his second at-bat of the game. Here comes Arbogast's pitch. This one is going to follow through down the middle for strike 1. So the 0-1 count with 1 out. Arbogast making sure that his feet are set on the mound. Steen on third, Elder who hit the on double with the courtesy runner of Sales. This is going to be a bunt placed here by Inhofer, the pitcher back to with the throw over to first, takes the man off. So that brings Dexter Steen in to score, makes this game 5-1. Or makes this game 5-1. So Inhofer, who reaches on the single there. So Steen, as well, getting his second run of the game, now making his 3rd at-bat of this game. Here is Aiden Roberts. And Roberts a triple and a walk today with runners on the corners. With only 1 out, Hardhats now having that lead up to 4. Here comes the first pitch. This one was inside, but a swing and a miss there from Roberts for strike 1. It also got a little piece of the left shoulder off the catcher, off his paraphernalia. 0-1 count. Arbogast, the pitch comes. Roberts takes another swing. This is a foul ball up and over the netting over this tree and out of play. So an 0-2 count here in the bottom of the third inning with one out. Runners on the corners. Here comes the pitch. Roberts gets a good swing. This one into center field. Sales is going to tag up from third. This one's dropped into center field as well. So that will be a score coming in as Sales, who tagged up, makes this game 6-1 with 2 outs. So the sac fly from Roberts. This pulls in Lars Kiefer. A hit by pitch today and a single. And we're still only in the bottom of the third inning. The first pitch that he will see, this is going to be in for strike one. So the 0-1 start off. Inhofer still on first base after placing a bunt down on the ground. The pitcher in Arbogast. Just a throw over. Inhofer's going to take off this one as Kiefer just got a piece of it there on the foul ball. So Inhofer, who wanted to get on for his 13th stolen base of the year, he's got to return back to first. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs the count here for Lars Kiefer. Here comes Arbogast's pitch off the right arm. Swung on, gets a piece of it, the ground ball. Diving play past the third baseman and the shortstop. So that's his second hit of the game for Lars Kiefer. So that's back-to-back singles for him. And now this pulls in Wyatt Reeder, having a ground out and a walk today. So he's getting set here into the batter's box, still with 2 outs. The Hardhats as well back in that first inning. Reeder, who brought in Roberts to score and then hit that double play. And then was 2 outs all the way until Elder, who he flew out. And then that was 8 batters in the first and third on that wild pitch. So the 1-0 count here. Reeder again, who settles back here into the batter's box here. He'll get set for his second pitch on as well for his third at-bat of the game. We saw this happen in the last inning too. With the walk, put him with bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. This one will not be taken there from Reeder. He checked it, but he held back just enough to take that one for ball 2 as that one came inside. Not for his liking. 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. Runners on second and third.
We're going to do a lot more camps this year than we ever have with the turf.
With the lift of the leg, the pitch comes. Reeder, a hard hit ball, but it's going to be fouled towards the first base line. So 2-1, the first strike there for Wyatt Reeder. Second baseman. So he takes a step here outside the box. Coach Torvey gives him a call. Home plate umpires telling Rylan Arbogast the thumbs up. The 2-1 pitch here with 2 outs. Coming to Wyatt Reeder, takes a nice one, a hard hit ball. This one, same thing, fouls off into the first base line, got a piece of the fence. And Arbogast is going to have to walk to get that ball. So he'll get a new one here from his coach. So 2-2, 2 straight foul balls for Wyatt Reeder. They're up 6-1. They made their lead noticeable back at the bottom of the first. They were down 1-0, scored 4, and they have scored 2 more here in the bottom of the third to make it that 6-1 lead right now. Here comes the pitch to Wyatt Reeder. Nice hard ball. This one is a grounder right back to the first baseman, and he will tag first base. So Hardhats up 6-1 here. Entering the 4th inning of play, we'll take our short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back to start the 4th inning. All right, we're set and ready here to start the 4th inning of this first game of the Gopher tournament. Is Brody Jacobson. He's 1 for 1 today. He hit the leadoff, or excuse me, triple back in the first inning. He had the first base hit of the game. This next pitch is going to come down for ball 2. So a 2-0 count for Elder, who just needed a quick moment there. Here comes this next pitch. This one is going to be counted outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes here. This next pitch is going to be in for a strike. So here comes Moreno's next offering. Leadoff hitter, the 3-1 count. This one is in for strike 2. So he started off 3-0 and those last 2 in for strikes. And that's one way to start off here to the leadoff hitter. Here comes the pitch to Jacobson. Moreno catches him looking. So the second strikeout of the game for Jaden Moreno. Starts off the 4th inning in great fashion. So leadoff hitter with a strikeout. Now this is Brogan Moffitt, the 3rd baseman, who got a single off an error, which brought in Jacobson to score. Here comes this first pitch. It's going to be popped up. This one will land in fair. Moreno the throw to Dexter Steen for the second out. Just the first pitch there. So they let that one drop, and they just make the decision to throw it over to Dexter Steen on first. So here comes Jackson Bjorkman, the 2nd baseman, who flew into center field to Lars Kiefer. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Here comes this pitch. The first one will drop into the strike zone for strike 1. So a great way to start off. Moreno gets his next call here for his next pitch. The 0-1 comes. This one will just drop a little down low for ball 1. So a 1-1 count to start. Here just the 3rd hitter here in the 4th inning for the Royals. And the next pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Moreno, the pitch, swung on. This is a foul ball high up into left field. So the count will remain at 1-2. Moreno here with a new ball, just loosening up the right arm more and more there on the mound. So Jaden Moreno back here to the mound. He had a leadoff strikeout to Jacobson and then the ground out there for Moffitt. This next pitch on the top left corner, that one was for ball 2. 2-2 even. Here just for Bjorkman. The pitch comes, swung on in. Strikeout of the game for Jaden Moreno. And the Hardhats going into the bottom of the 4th, still with that comfortable 5-run lead, up 6-1. And for the Hardhats, that one is after this game. So the Hardhats looking good here in their first game of the Gopher Classic. So back on the mound is Rylan Arbogast. And for the Hardhats, they're in a pool play. They'll play 5 pool play games, so they'll play Renner obviously right now, Wayzata tonight, they'll play Lakeview South tomorrow morning, and then Burnsville in the afternoon. And then at Sunday at 9 a.m. they play Bellevue East from Nebraska. So they have to finish first in their division, or, we'll use division. And if they don't finish first in their division, they're pretty much done. But the first person in the standings here in the division will move on to play again and again. It's pretty much single elimination. If you lose one, then you're done. And last year, the Expos made it all the way to the Final Four. The first time ever in the Gopher Classic that a junior team has made it to the Final Four. So Arbogast here at the final pitch. Here comes Kane McLeod. He has a walk and a pop-up today. he is back into the batter's box here. Also making his third appearance at the plate, having a walk. Oh, I already said a walk, get a pop-up. Hardhats cheering him on here from the dugout. Here comes Arbogast's first pitch. This one inside for ball 1. So McLeod re-enters the batter's box. Rylan Arbogast, the righty, who has started this game. The pitch comes. This one is going to be inside in the strike zone for a 1-1 count now. The first strike there was taken from K. McLeod, who lets that one go on that bottom right corner. The 1-1 pitch here. Arbogast delivers. McLeod. And they check over onto the first baseline for the check swing. He says he didn't go, so 2-1 the count here for K. McLeod following the check swing. Arbogast again getting his call here from the catcher. The lift of leg delivery. This one is going to be on that outside corner again for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to leadoff hitter here in the DH for K. McLeod. Here comes the pitch from Arbogast, swung on and missed there for strike 2. So full count we'll see here from K. McLeod. This 4th inning hitting for the Hardhats. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to be up high. This one is going into left field in foul territory, and they just can't make the catch. A close one there. Just along with the fence, the third baseman in Brogan Moffitt. Just a little bit more left, he would have got it with no fence there. So 3-2, full count will still remain here for K. McLeod. Here comes Arbogast. The come out hits the roof of the concession, so 3-2. 2 straight foul balls here for K. McLeod. Arbogast here with this call. He has it. Here comes the pitch to K. McLeod. Swung on. This one is up into right field. This one in foul territory, and a diving attempt there from the right fielder and Zach Sprankle. So K. McLeod. He is there until he can get a base hit. So the home plate umpire who has to get more foul balls here, he must be running out. 3-2 for the leadoff hitter here in McLeod. Arbogast, the pitch. McLeod puts this one here in the dirt. This is the third baseman, the throw, and over to first. So McLeod, the leadoff hitter, will get a ground out and puts one away here. Catcher for Renner. The 0-1 pitch. Morgan takes a good swing. This one is a line drive caught by the right fielder. And I'll be for the second out here in this inning. So 2 away to the first 2 hitters. This is Dexter Steen, who has been doing really hot here today. Got 2 RBIs, had a 2 RBI single in his first at-bat, and then walked on his second. So the first 2 hitters here have gone away for the Hardhats. Here comes the first pitch to Steen. This one was inside and comes down low for ball 1. 1-0 to start off. Arbogast again settling in here. As his call here with the lift of the leg. The pitch comes. This one will be down the middle for strike 1. So a ball and a strike here. And game 2 of the doubleheader will start at 7. It was a 4:30 start. Here comes the 1-1. This one again near the knees there of Dexter Steen. He moves them back just a slight bit, avoiding getting hit for ball 2. 2 balls a strike. Carter Johnson is on deck. Here comes the pitch from Arbogast. This one on that outside top corner. That one for ball 3. So a 3-1 count here for Dexter Steen, the third hitter here in the 4th inning for the Hardhats. So he gets his call from his coaches. Here comes the pitch from Arbogast. Steen gets this one under, this one into right field again. This one is high up in the air, and that will be caught for the third out. So the Hardhats go out 1-2-3 in that. We go to the fifth. Hardhats still having that 6-1. So the next hitter for Renner will be the DH in Zach Barr, followed by Sam Duffield. Grab a quick drink of water and we'll be back.
We pop out two girls. We pop out two girls in a row to start. We really want to. I have twins. Identical twin girls. 2 years old.
I never heard the word twins.
Oh, I about did.
I thought I was in the market for twins. You're telling me I got double?
So Jaden Moreno will make his way back here to the mound for the Hardhats. 2 strikeouts in the last inning.
That's Monday, Tuesday.
He's got 2 looking today and 1, as it was Jacobson, Bjorkman, and Donahoe. The first 3 hitters, Barr, Donahoe, and Newfield.
Here we go, Zach. He's gonna hit, bud.
For Barr today, 0 for 1. Ground out to none other than Dawson. And come outside, Josh Elder, who making that split catch there and trying to frame it to be called for a strike. 1-0. Moreno's second one. This one is going to be swung on and missed. That pitch was down low, and it caught Barr, making him want to swing. So a ball and a strike. Moreno, the glove over the face, getting his call here again. Here comes the pitch. This dropper in for strike 2. So back-to-back strikes here from Jaden Moreno and his right arm. 1-2 the count. Takes the step back. The pitch comes. This one is outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. So the leadoff hitter in Zach Barr. This pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So a leadoff strikeout, the 4th of the game for Jaden Moreno, number 59 on the year for strikeouts. So now this is Sam Donahoe, the catcher. 0 for 1 today with the strikeout, 1 of the 4 for the Hardhats. Here comes his first pitch. This one is going to be inside, that one for ball 1. So the 1-0 count. Moreno with another quick setup. His second pitch, this one down the middle for strike 1. So a 1-1 count. The sun is being covered here by a cloud as it feels great. 1-1 count with 1 away. Second pitch for second strike with a swing and a miss on 1-2 here. Already with one out here in the top of the 5th. Moreno with his next pitch. This one down into the dirt. Takes a bobble towards the backstop for ball 2. So 2-2 with 1 away. Moreno here with his step off on the mound. Gets his call from Elder. The pitch comes. This one swung on. This one in the left field. This one, Morgan, who wanted to go there for that diving catch. He decided to hold off. So that's going to be the second hit of the day for Renner. Sam Donahoe, the catcher. And now this is Joe Newfield. So a courtesy runner here. This is number 42, Parker Scheid. So now up here is Joe Newfield, the first baseman, as he hit a ground out to Wyatt Reeder on his first at-bat. Moreno here with his next pitch. He has to worry about a runner on first now. First one is going to come down low for ball 1 in the other's batting box. 1 out still following that leadoff strikeout to Zach Barr. Moreno takes another look to the runner on first. 1-0 the count. Here comes Moreno's pitch. This one up high for ball 2. Elder Also standing straight there looking to see if he had to throw it over to first. Did Dexter Steen if Scheid was going to stay there or not. So 2-0 here. Gina Moreno again. Picking off to first. Steen makes the catch. The runner is in safe. 2 balls, no strikes. As Newfield looks over to his coach on the third baseline to get his call. Here comes the pitch. This one was up and inside for ball 3. So 3 pitches here on this second at bat of the game for Renner's first baseman. He faces a 3-0 count. Moreno another look over to the runner on first. Here comes his next pitch on the 3-0. This one down the middle for strike 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. A runner on first following the base hit from the catcher in Donahoe. They had the courtesy runner there in number 42, Parker Scheid. Moreno's pitch, this one up and away, ball 4. So that's the first walk allowed of the day there from Gina Moreno. So that puts runners on first and second as Coach Kindred here for the Hardhats is going to come out and have a mound visit. So Moreno following a base hit to Donahoe. And then the walk here to Newfield. This will be Zach Sprinkle up next. Just a mound visit here to calm down. There's still 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And you have a good cushion of a lead. You're up by 5. The score's 6-1. So Coach Kindred wraps up his mound visit with Moreno and all the infielders. So for Sprinkle today, he has a fly out into center field to Lars Kiefer. So Eller returns here behind the plate. Moreno getting settled, looks over to the runner on first. Also has a runner on second in Hofer, who ran back to the second base as Moreno takes the step there off the mound. Moreno the first pitch here to Sprinkle. This one on the take, that's going to be in for a strike. He was trying to place that one down with a bunt for the bases. So first pitch there, the 0-1, this is the 9th hitter in the lineup for Renner. Moreno will look back to the runner on second, and Hofer will back off at a fake as Reeder takes his spot. That throw from Moreno to Reeder was down into the dirt. So that's 2 pickoff attempts here. On to the runner on second. So Moreno, as he rocks the right arm back and forth, he looks to the runner on first, where Dexter Steen is playing in tight, so is Ada Roberts on third. The 0-1 pitch comes. This is going to be a bunt. This one goes foul, so 0-2 count here. Josh Elder, who ditched the mask as he was hauling over to get there, to get that in time if it was going to stay fair, and then the throw over to first. So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out here for the right fielder in Zach Sprinkle. Moreno with his call here. Elder will give it to him. And this one is just going to go outside. That's for ball 1. That was just a little bit to that top right corner on Josh Elder. So 1-2. Moreno here on his next offering. Again, looking back and forth to at home in second. This pitch is down into the dirt for ball 2. So 2-2, the last 2 just a little low there to Josh Elder from the mound. Umpire making sure everyone knows here what the count is. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Trying to pick off to the runner, and they get him! And they get the pickoff on first. Dexter Steen, what a heads-up play there. So Joe Newfield not on first base anymore as he was walked on the last at-bat. They were probably thinking that they were going to get the pickoff on second. And then Moreno the zip across to Steen on first. So still a 2-2 count here to Sprinkle. Moreno now only has 1 base runner to worry about, and that's on second. Here comes the pitch. This one is down the middle. Catches him looking for strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Hardhats allowing a base hit and a walk there. And for Moreno, that is now his 60th strikeout of the season. Some clouds starting to build up here in Minnesota. So returning the mound here for Renner is Rylan Arbogast. And the leadoff hitter here for the Hardhats are going to be Carter Johnson, Josh Elder, and Dawson Anhofer, the 7, 8, and 9 base hitters in the lineup.
So I just, that was an idea I wanted to run by. I think he's going to call you about it too. And so, I don't know, like I told you, I've been working like crazy trying to pick options. And I think this one might be an interesting start. It's a 4-bed, 2-bed, right next to your house. Obviously, it's not on campus, but it's like walking distance. What are your thoughts initially on that? You want to check it out? They were going to start ours in Marshall at 10.
So still on the mound here
I think so.
for Renner is Rylan Arbogast. He's been in this game since it started. So Carter Johnson, the Hardhats right fielder, will get the first at-bat of this 5th. For Johnson today, an RBI single and a fly out, 1 for 2. So as he settles into the batter's box here, Arbogast, the first pitch here in this 5th inning for him. Swung on a miss for strike 1. So another aggressive showing here for the Hardhats early in this game, or inning. First at bat, a swing and a miss. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Rylan Arbogast. This one coming outside and getting a piece of the dirt and in towards the backstop for ball 1. Carter Johnson, who was getting in ready for a bunt to be placed. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Arbogast lifting the leg, the pitch comes. This one is inside now. That's ball 3. We saw a leadoff walk in the last inning as well. So 3-1 the count. Here comes the pitch to Johnson. This one is going to drop in for strike 2. So this is the first time that Carter Johnson has seen a full count. So he's in the batter's box. Arbogast settling in. Here comes the pitch. This dropper is up high, ball 4. So Johnson will walk. A leadoff walk Arbogast will give up today. And now this pulls in Josh Elder. 1 for 2. Flying to center field and a double on his last at-bat. So Johnson the runner on first. Arbogast the first pitch here to the Hardhats catcher. They're going to try to pick off Johnson on first. Dove in. He's in safe on first. So Elder still awaiting the first pitch here of his 3rd at-bat of this first game of the doubleheader. Again at 7 they face off against Wayzata. Here comes this pitch. This one is going to come up and away for ball 1. That one was just on that top left corner. no need for action from Elder.
Well, I have a feeling by the time it gets cold, you're going to make somebody.
Arbogast, the righty, delivers. This pitch is down and near the knees. That one for ball 2. So Elder already here facing a 2-0 count in the bottom of the 5th, following Johnson's leadoff walk and a 6-1 lead.
Well, good, man. Well, good. Well, I'll keep you in the loop.
The pitch here comes up and away, ball 3. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Johnson takes a good old leap here off of, here comes the pitch. This one is going to be for ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to Josh Elder puts him on first. So back-to-back giving up. Not the first time we've seen that today, as we saw McLeod and Morgan back in the first inning happen. So we'll have a mound visit here for Renner. Looking up the weather here in Victoria, so that I can know for sure if there is any clouds coming up. Currently 83 degrees, no precipitation, 62% humidity with 4 miles an hour, so it's just clouds that are building up. Not a big chance of rain, so hopefully that stays away. So here comes Dawson Inhofer. Still no outs to the third hitter here in the inning. Following 2 walks to Johnson and Eller. The first pitch comes. Inhofer places a bunt, a good one. This one lands in, and Arbogast will tumble over it. So Inhofer, the second time that he has done that successfully. So that's his second base hit of the game. It puts bases loaded with no outs. And here is Aiden Roberts, a triple walk and a sacrifice fly. That's what he has for him today. Arbogast, look down the middle here. Here comes the pitch to the leadoff hitter, the number 1 guy in the lineup. This one comes out and away outside of the opposite batter's box for ball 1. Hardhats have not scored since the bottom of the 3rd inning. Renner hasn't scored since the top of the 1st. All the infielders playing in tight here. The 1-0 pitch. This one gets off of the elbow, so that's a hit by pitch, and that brings in a runner in to score. So 24th hit by pitch of the year for Aiden Roberts. Now here is Lars Kiefer. He also has a hit by pitch, and we'll see a pitching change happen here for Renner. Rylan Arbogast's day is done. And coming with pitch is number 8, Jack Canfield. So bases still remain loaded here. Kiefer with 2 singles as well on the day for him. As it is going to be a righty still. Not going to switch up to a lefty. I won't see a lefty yet. So we've seen a few mound visits with Arbogast today. We saw one happen earlier in this inning, and they decide to make a change on the mound. So this is Jack Canfield, who is pitching for Renner. He enters in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kiefer, who hasn't scored a run yet today, where he has gone on base all 3 times on his 3 at-bats. So Canfield here with the final warm-up pitch, and then Lars Kiefer will step into the box here with bases loaded with no outs in the bottom of the 5th after Roberts got clipped on the arm, brought in Carter Johnson a score, and then Broden Sales, who is a courtesy runner as well, when Josh Elder also had his walk. So Sales on third, Inhofer on second, and Roberts on first here. So Lars Kiefer's fourth at-bat of this game. Canfield takes a step here off the mound. He looks back to the runner on second. As he gets his feet settled, he steps back to the bump here again. All those infielders playing in the grass, playing deep in here. Here comes the first pitch from Canfield. This one is going to be in for a strike as Kiefer went about halfway. Didn't know if he wanted to take that swing or not. Canfield, the righty. Full base runners taking their lead off. They don't have to worry about a run or trying to pick him off. This is a ground ball picked up by the third baseman with a throw to home. That's one. Kiefer will beat out. So that keeps just the bases loaded. Broden Sales won't come in to score. So here comes Wyatt Reeder. Reeder 2 ground outs and a walk today. Coach Torvey giving a sign as all those infielders still playing in tight. First and third remain there, and the second and the shortstop will back up just a slight bit. So here comes the first pitch. This one was inside, ball one here taken by Wyatt Reeder. He's taking a lot of those ones inside as he does the maneuver to get out of the way. He doesn't want to take that hit by a pitch, as 2 Hardhats players have done today. The 1-0. Canfield, this next one again, inside and down low near the shins for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. Bases loaded. Hardhats 7, Renner post 307, Royals 1. Canfield's next pitch. Reeder, a hard hit ball. This one is center field. This one is going back towards the wall, and a diving catch is caught. What a catch for the second out, but Dawson Inhofer will come in and tag up, so he will score. That was a crazy catch by the center fielder. That was Jack Stuckey. So Reeder with a sacrifice fly there. Here comes K. McLeod. McLeod today a walk, a pop-up, and a ground out. That was almost all the way 395 inside that left center, as directly down center field is 401. And the sides with the foul poles are 330. So with 2 outs, Canfield the first pitch here to K. McLeod, a hard hit ball, a line drive, which is popped by the shortstop. That does it for the 5th inning. We go to the 6th. Hardhats still up. And McLeod and Inhofer both having just direct line drives to the infielders today, as the shortstop and Brody Jacobson, who flinched a little bit, he didn't know that was coming directly at him, and he gets the glove right there. So back to the mound here for the Hardhats is Jaden Moreno. Has a total of 5 strikeouts in this game for 60 total on the year. Could be. So Moreno will get warmed up here on the mound. And the leadoff hitter for Renner is going to be Jack Stuckey, who made that catch on a Reeder's sac fly. A diving catch in the center left. So Reeder still looking for a hit today. And this could be one of the last times we see Renner hit too. Or other way. So we'll see Moreno pitch at least for the next 2 times. We might only see the Hardhats pitch or hit 1 more. So here comes Stuckey to start off the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. Moreno the first pitch here. Swung on, he got a piece of it, but it's in 0-1. So Moreno starts off the inning on the right note. Here comes his next pitch. This one is dropped. It's a ground ball hit into the shortstop Inhofer, getting the throw, but that's going to be not in time. So a base hit there for a leadoff hitter. He gets on first. This pulls in Owen Lechtenberg, a left fielder who is 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts as well. Inhofer, who wanted to get that throw prepped up, so he had enough pepper jelly to throw under it to first. So Moreno looks over to the runner on first, as that is the first hit of the game. Should be third hit of the game there for Renner, as the scoreboard is not updated. So first ball there in on that one to Lechtenberg. Moreno on the 1-0 pitch. This one is in for strike one. So a ball and a strike here. He follows up with that first one being for a ball. Moreno making sure he has a close eye to the runner on first. Here comes the pitch. This one is swung on and missed for strike two. Hardhats looking for their first out here in the top of the 6th. In this first game here of the doubleheader today. Here comes Moreno's next pitch. This one on that top left corner for ball 2. So 2-2 count for Lechtenberg, the left fielder, the second hitter here in the inning, following the leadoff single by Jack Stuckel, who beat out his ground ball that was placed in Inhofer to the shortstop. Moreno with a deep breath on the mound. Here comes this pitch. This one is up and away, up high, ball 3. So full count here for Owen Lechtenberg. A runner on first, no outs. Hardhats up 8-1 in the top of the 6th. Moreno getting his setup back in here. Looking back to the runner on first. Steen with his arm up and ready. Here comes Moreno's pitch. This one inside. He got a piece fit for a foul ball. Rolls and hits the backstop. So the light's starting to come on here a little bit as it's 6:04 here Central Time. So 3-2 remain here for Renner's left fielder. Moreno dangles a right arm, gets a good look to the runner on first here. Here comes Moreno's pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. So the 6th strikeout of the game for Moreno on the first out here in the inning. And now this pulls in Brody Jacobson. He has a double and a strikeout today, also having a run. So that was the first out. Hardhats looking to get possibly a double play here if it is put on the ground, with Stuckel on first. First pitch, this one comes away. It's going to get a free there from Eller, and the runner will take off to second. Eller just couldn't get enough hold under it as it rolls past behind him. So 1-0 to start off here for Jacobson, the shortstop for Renner. Moreno here with this call. Instead of looking over to first, he looks here at second. Inhofer, this one is up in the air. Reader, the pop fly, makes the catch for the second out here in the inning. That's 2 away.
So we're planning on having a kid on campus every day. Try to.
The pop up there. So Brogan Moffitt, third baseman, with a 1 for 2 today, with a RBI single and a ground out. Still with Stuckel on to second. Moreno, the first pitch here of this at-bat. Swung on this ground ball, rates at Aiden Roberts, the third baseman. The easy pickup, the throw to Steen on first is there. So the top of the 6th is done. We go to the bottom of the 6th. This will most likely be the last time we see the Hardhats hit here in this first game. And for leading off the Hardhats, it is going to be Josh Elder and Jace Morgan, Dexter Steen, and Carter Johnson. So for the Hardhats, it is the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. So following that change that we saw from Rylan Arbogast to Jack Canfield, he is getting in his warm-up pitches here on the mound for Renner for the Royals.
October 3rd or 2nd or something. Bus cost? For Vegas expense. You know what I mean? It's in town. They're fine. Kind of. No.
So Canfield throws his final warm-up pitch. Here comes Jace Morgan to the plate. For Morgan today, a walk, a ground out, and a line drive that was out into right field. Here for the lefty hitting left fielder this evening. Canfield the first pitch. Morgan gets a piece of it, fouls it up in the air, up and over the fence, out of play. So 0-1, Hardhats here getting the bats moving. They face off against Wayzata at 7. That game again will be on Hardhats TV. Here comes the 0-1. This one is down for ball 1. That one just got off the glove there of Danaho, the catcher. Hits the back of the netting, so evens the count here for Jace Morgan at 1 ball and 1 strike. Dexter Steen is on deck. Canfield, the pitch comes. Morgan takes a good swing. This one is popped up again, and the pitcher is under it. The first baseman will catch it as the pitcher kind of had to run out as Morgan was running on that line. So the pop up there to the first baseman puts 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. This is Steen up to bat. He had a 2 RBI single, a walk, and a pop fly into right field. So Canfield here, settling in with his next pitch. He turns, the pitch comes. This one dropped, as this is going to go for strike 1. Hit the wrong button. 0-1 the count. Canfield again, trying to find some grip here on this next pitch. Delivers it here to Steen. This drop is going to be into the strike zone again there for strike 2. Same pitch on the last 2 times. Goes for an 0-2 with 1 away. Carter Johnson, the man on deck for the Hardhats now. Here comes the pitch to Steen. This one travels outside for ball 1. Steen knows that he doesn't want to go 1-2-3 out like that. So he gets ready here for the 1-2 count. Canfield delivers, swung on by Steen. This ground ball is picked up by the first one, underhands it to the pitcher, but Steen will run in safe on first. Steen adds his second base hit of the game, and that pulls in Carter Johnson. And the first baseman in Newfield just didn't have a good Canfield, the pitcher who came back to outbeats him and gets there first. So here comes Carter Johnson for him today, an RBI single, pop fly to center field in a walk. So Canfield looking back to Steen on first. The first pitch here comes up high and away to Carter Johnson for an early 1-0 count.
They like the amateur ball feeling. I don't know. It's incredible.
Canfield with his 1-0 pitch. This one is inside. Johnson almost getting a little piece of it. He'll take that one there for ball 2. So a 2-0 count. He re-enters the box. Steen takes his lead off of first base. He gets a little bit extra more steps. The pick off the 10th, the throw, no tag. Steen is in safe. So Steen, who took a big lead there, Canfield noticed and decided to get him early on first. The pick off attempt. Here comes the pitch. This one again is inside and close to Carter Johnson for ball 3. So 3 pitches in here to Johnson's 4th at-bat of the game. He faces a 3-0 count with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Canfield's pitch. This one is going to be up high, and a 4-pitch walk to Carter Johnson. So that's his 2nd time getting a free ticket to first base, and that's back-to-back times as well. Here comes Josh Elder. Elder having a Pop fly to center field, a double and a walk. We saw that back-to-back Arbogast. So here comes getting settled in with Steen on second and Johnson on first now, still with one out. Canfield, pitch comes, Steen takes off to third, and so does Johnson to second, so both runners will get stolen bases. And the first pitch there onto Elder was for ball one. So Steen gets a stolen base. And the catcher having a quick talk here with the home plate umpire before they resume play. So runners on second and third now following the steal. This one comes up and away, ball two onto Elder. Takes a little practice swing here, getting set up here for his third pitch that he will face here as well on his fourth at-bat of this game. Looking to Steen on third base. Here comes his pitch. This one up high for ball three. So we saw Johnson take a 4-pitch walk to get on first. Elder faces a 3-0 count here. Settling in. Find the same success that Johnson had on a 4-pitch walk. Right there, 3-1 the count. Canfield, the righty, came in the 5th inning. Here comes his pitch. This one is